In this video, we are going to develop an API for making order. Our API URL could be something like this, and our request might be something like this as well. We should have an array of products. Each product has ID and quantity. And the response could be also something like this. We might return a success message, maybe the order details like the price, ID, and maybe the user who made the order, products, stuff like this. So let's start by first making the route. So I'll copy the post route, and because it should be post. So this could be orders, and this order controller. So let's make the controller first. PHP artisan make controller order controller. All right. So let's import it. We should have a store, and yeah, this is orders.store. Right, let's open our orders. We should have function store. Should take request, but I believe we should have some validation. So let's create a request validation class, which we artisan make request. Maybe create order request. All right, let's import it here or inject it here instead of the request. So let's have create order request. This is our request. All right, we will remove this, and yeah, let's begin by adding our validation. So let's go to our order request. Let's return. I believe we could return a true for now. Let's add products. Should be required, and it should be an array. Let's now validate what is inside the product. We should see dot asterisk dot id. We should have id. The id should be required as well, and it is exists in products, and check for id column. And also we should have products asterisk dot quantity. All right, this should be required as well, and it should be integer. It should have minimum of 1. All right, so let's dump this data validated. All right, so let's dump the data. Let's check the postman, and maybe we copy this API, we duplicate it. All right, and we save it first. Do save as, create order, right? And we should have orders. Okay, let's send the route API orders. Should be orders, right? And authenticated. We should first get a token. Let's have this token, and let's paste it here. All right, we have the validation. So we will send with the body. We will send in the body JSON. We will send products key. Should take an array of objects of product ID, and should be ID, for example, 3. and the quantity might be 2, and let's copy it and have another product. All right, so let's add product ID with 4 and the quantity is 1. Let's check now. Yep, we have our products validated. So let's add quantity 0. All right, no, we have a validation error. All right, the quantity must be at least 1. So our validation is working fine. Now let's write our code, our logic for that API. So first I'm going to loop for each, all right, for each data of I think products. Yes, I'm going to loop through products as product data. All right. So let's dump it first to see what we have. All right, we have the product correctly, so we are going to get that product from the database, not product create. We should product. All right, find the product data of ID. Let's dump it. All right. Yeah, as we can see, we have the product model returned from the database. First thing we have to check for the stock. So if the stock we want, for example, we want a quantity of 2, but if we have in the database quantity of 1, so we can't make this order. All right, so we should check for a stock first. So if product stock, right, is less than product data of a quantity, we should throw an error through like exception, through new exception of a message, maybe out of stock for this product name. All right, so let's test this. If I did for this 2000, we should have exception, so makes sense. Now we are going to reduce the stock from the product table. Product stock minus equal to the quantity. All right, and I think we should save the product here. All right, so this is maybe reduce product stock. Maybe we add now a variable here for calculating order price. Okay, so this should be initiated with 0. All right, so the order price exactly, and we should have the product price first. Product price multiplied by quantity. So this is how we could calculate the total order price for each cart item. And I think we might have a little bit of a refactor here, maybe, but maybe we do this later. But yeah, let's continue our logic for now. We calculated our order price. We need also to calculate the products for the pivot relation. So we should have products, product, products array, right? And we should add in it like products of maybe product ID, yes, equals to array of we have quantity equal to our quantity. All right, that's it, I believe. What else could we have? Right, we should close it. I think that's fine for now. So let's create our order. So we should have our order equal to order create. Let's import it. Right, create not data. We should add user ID first. User ID with the authenticated user ID, and we should have total price, I believe. It's a check order model. We have total price, and we have a status as well. So I don't think we need, but yeah, every order I think it needs status. So let's just add it. So our total price should be order calculated order price. And for status, I believe it's an integer. Let's check the database. All right. So let's have it's an integer, tiny integer. What we should do here, maybe we have 0, maybe we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, something like this, but we should not like hard code it. So this should be a variable or constant. All right, so we might have something like this here, const, right? Let's add const status equals to array of what? Array of maybe we have order placed, right? So we should have placed. All right, this should be 0. Right, we might have a shipped, right? We should might be 1. All right, we might have delivered. All right, this should be 2. We might have completed, might be 3. We might have failed, might be 4. Right, we might have also, what could we have? Maybe return it. All right, might be 5. We might have partially return, right? Might be 6. That is enough for now. Yep, let's add this, but I think our default value is 0. So yeah, don't need to add it for now. All right, so we have now created our orders. Let's create our order products. Yeah, we sync our products relation. So I believe that's it. Let's now return response. All right, response JSON. We could return for now message. All right, order succeeded. Order succeeded. Or order success, and we should return the data. For now, let's just return our order. Let's open Postman and try our API. Our order succeeded, and we have order with ID1. Let's check our database. So let's check our orders table. Yeah, as we can see, we have our order. All right, with total price 1,121. Let's check our order product. We have the order ID and 2 orders. We have the quantity and we have product 3 and 4. Let's check our product table. Yeah, we have product one with 300, and yeah, that makes sense. So our calculation, I think, is correct, and also our database insertion is correct. And so now let's beautify our code. I believe we do some multiple database operation. So if one fails, I think the whole order process should be failed. So let's do try and catch, right? And do db begin transaction. So this should be encapsulated inside a database transaction. All right. So we will throw, no, we will not throw an error, but we should have all this code might be the return as well. Should have it inside the try. All right. And in case of it's in case we have exception, throw no exception. All right. Order field, we might have error here, right? So the error message should be our exception might get message. All right. So yeah, and I think we should here db rollback, and here should be db. Yeah, we should save the order first, and we should also db commit here. All right. And I believe we could do this here. All right. Yep. And yeah, we commit, and before we return, and we do rollback if something goes wrong. Yeah, let's now beautify this data to be inside. Maybe we should have this as well inside the try and catch. All right. No need to be out. So what else could we do? All right. I think we should refactor a little bit. We might have this logic, all right, inside our product model, right? Let's add a function, public function, reduce, maybe stock, right? We should have integer into quantity, right? We should return void, all right, and we should have this logic. So this should be this because we are in the product model, and this should be quantity. Okay. All right. And this should be this as well. And we should have it quantity. All right. This and this save, right? Yeah, that's it. I believe this will be nice, especially if we could reuse it in other places. So let's use reduce stock inside here. So we have our product model. Let's call this function and pass product quantity. Will do the job. All right, let's remove this. I think it is prettier, right? Even we don't need that comment. Let's try again, and let's have one and one. All right, let's check everything working fine. So we have order 2, we have total price of 800. I think everything working fine. Let's check our quantity to be 1000, which is not correct, I believe. Should, yeah, instead of like returning an exception, we now return it order field. Let's check our database if something inserted we don't want. All right, let's check our orders. I believe we should have 2 orders. So let's check again, order and on order product with order ID 1. Right, so the previous order isn't correct, so we should have 1 and 1. We should, yeah, let's try again. Order succeeded with order ID 3. So let's check our database. All right, we might need to refresh. Yeah, that's it. So it did not refresh the automatic, so we have to refresh our SQLite database. So I believe, yeah, everything working fine. So let's create our database and we might do another refactor. So in the in the product list API, we used actions. We might use the same here. So we might create an order folder, and inside it, we should add create order action. All right. And let's do our thing. Namespace should be app, right? HTTP, not controller, actions, right? That's correct. And yeah, it's order, not product. All right. Okay, let's add clause create order action. We should have public function execute, right? We should have, so our order controller we should pass the data array. It's an array of data, right? And what should we have here? I believe we should do, I believe we might have this outside, or what we should do. Let's start with this. So I think I'll make the DB transaction inside the controller. So I'm going to have this code inside here. All right. And I'm going to have this transaction here. Or no, it is no problem. Let's make it here. All right. Let's copy that. All right. And let's add it here. And we should return order. So this should be order. All right, order model. We should import product model. What else? I think that's good. Let's go back to our controller and let's inject. Let's inject our action. So create order action, right? Let's call it create order action. This order action, no, not this, just order action, execute of data. That's it, and we should receive it in order variable. All right, here we go. So we are beginning the transaction here. If everything is going well, so like no exception, no errors, right? So we should commit and we should return successful. If not, we should return failure. So let's give it another try. So let's have our product for our product one, right? And the quantity one as well. The product two. Let's check it. Yeah, it's still success. So let's check our database. We should have order with ID 4. Where is our database? Yeah, let's check our orders. As we can see, we have order 4. That's very nice. So after our refactoring, everything is working fine. All right, and we have a pretty controller, right, and reusable code. So I believe we should also make a resource, right, which we are testing make resource order resource, right? I think we have, do we have like, where is the resources? Do we have a product? Yeah, we have product and we have user. Yeah, we are good to go. So in our resource, we should have an array, return an array with ID. And what else? We should have the total price. Total price of this total price. Total price. And what else? We should have status. Right. So we need string representation of the status. So let's open the order model and yeah, we need to reverse this. So we should have 0, right, of blazed. So I'm going to copy all this. All right. So we just want to reverse it. So 0 should equal to blazed and 1 should equal to shipped. Yeah, here we go. As we can see, we reversed our array. So if we got a number from the database, we should return a string representation for it. So here in the resource, in the order resource, we should do something like this: order status. So all capital letters, right, of this, right, status. Yeah, let's say import the order. Right, we have with the status, we may add the user. So new user resource of this when loaded of a user, we might have products, product. We should have maybe product product resource collection, this one loaded of the products. And let's go back to our controller or our action. No, let's do this inside the controller. So before, we should have new order resource of the order. All right, so we should have something more prettier. And before we do this, we might want to load we should load maybe take a string, or yeah, we should add user and products, right? So this will do the lazy eager load. So let's open our order. Let's check if we have the user. Yeah, we have the user and the products. So let's add another order and check if everything is going well. So it's an ID 5 and an ID of 6. All right. And undefined array key. Where is it? So undefined array key, maybe inside our resource, right? We have order. Let's open our order again. We should copy status, right? So this should be this status. Indefillable, it is status, right? So what could be the error? Let's check again. Everything is fine. All right, we have 0 placed. So what could be the error? I'm not sure yet. Oh, let's try again. All right, let's check that or the status. Let's dump it. All right, I think the error is not here. Let's check what we have. New order resource. So I believe we might, in our exception, let's open product model. This might be all right. Not here, so no. In the controller, we might have exception, something like for now, just for debugging. Maybe line dot exception get line. All right, and file exception get file. We might just check the logs, but let me do this. So we have it in right in line 29 in file product. So let's check product line 29. All right, so what is the wrong? So this is this fired an exception. Why? All right, we have out of stock. All right, for product, for this product, so we have product 5 and the product 6. Let's check our database. So we don't have an error, right? So our products, product 1 and product 5 and 6. I believe for this product we have quantity of 0, so we might have 5 and 7. Let's check 5 and 7, right? And now we have an error. All right, so undefined array. So let's check that on line 21 in order resource. Let's check it again. Line 21 and status as I expected. So how to solve this? All right, this is status. Let's check this from the controller. All right, so let's open our controller, like the order controller. Let's dump it here before anything else of this status of 0, right? Should be 0. I should dump it here. Yeah, it is correct. So what is going on? Why it is not working inside order resource? So we should, if I dump this, dd this status, that should be the output. This status is null. How it is null? Let's check our database. So why it is null? Let's maybe check this first. All right, let's check our data ID and price. We don't have a status. Why? Let's check our database. We don't have a status in the product order. Status is 0. So why we don't have it in the model? This is weird. Anyway, let's try to, maybe the model should be reloaded or something. But maybe we just add it when we add our product, create product action. So let's add it here, status equals to order status, right, of what, of placed. Yeah, let's check again. We now have the status, all right, returned. So let's go back to our order resource and remove this. All right, in our controller, I don't think you need to do that for your users. So you just need to send a message for security. So let's try again. We should have an order with ID 12 and we have a nice response now. All right, and let's check our database. We should have an order with ID 12. Right, let's check our orders. Yeah, and our order product, we should have a 12 here and 2 items. Yeah, everybody, I think that's a good example for making an order API, but it is far from completed. In a real world, you might have payment processing, so you might add this in that API. And you might also send some notifications to the user, maybe email or maybe some real-time notifications. But for now, let's not complicate it for now. We might add those stuff later, but I just did the basic stuff. You can add whatever you need. I believe we are good for this video, and stay tuned. See you in the next video. Bye.